Good morning and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today for our webinar on our Polaris CMP platform. It's our global IoT SIM management at Com4 at scale. My name is Amina Christensen. I am the Chief Marketing Officer at Com4. And joining me today are Ole Iverberg, our Head of BSS, and Ronnie Barua, our Support Engineer. So over the next hour, we will walk you through how Com4 helps businesses manage IoT connectivity at a global scale, simply, efficiently, and without the usual complexity. We will have our Q&A session at the end of this webinar, but please feel free to send your questions in the Q&A box at any time. So before we dive in, let me give you a quick overview of who we are. Com4 is a Norwegian company based in Oslo and is part of the Wireless Logic Group. We are recognized as a world-leading provider of managed IoT connectivity services. We bring over 15 years of experience in the field, and we have a strong track record of working with enterprises across the globe. What sets us apart is our combination of deep technical expertise and a genuine commitment to helping our customers succeed, not just with connectivity, but with everything that surrounds it. So Com4 was founded in 2011, and since then we have been building and evolving an infrastructure continuously for over a decade. From our early days with GPRS and UMTS core networks through national roaming integration and the launch of our connectivity management platform to LTE, NB-IoT, LTM, and 5G, we have consistently stayed ahead of the curve. In recent years, we've introduced UICC and eSIM capabilities, iSIM availability, IoT RSP based on the SGP32 standard, and now we're building towards 5G standalone services. So our roadmap reflects where the industry is heading, and we make sure our customers are ready for what comes next. So let me put our scale in perspective. Com4 connects devices across 190 plus countries through 750 plus networks worldwide. We serve 1,000 customers globally, and we have enabled connectivity for over 20 million SIM cards to date. 3 million of them are managed here in Norway. So these numbers are not just impressive figures. They represent real businesses, real deployments, and real problems we've helped solving. We're proud to be the partner of our customers and the partner that companies trust when scale and reliability matter most. So IoT, as you can see, is everywhere, and so are we. Com4 delivers IoT connectivity services across a wide range of industries, including energy, retail, agriculture, industry, smart cities, logistics, security, and healthcare. Whether you're tracking vehicle across borders, monitoring energy consumption in remote locations, or connecting medical devices in hospitals, we have the experience and the infrastructure to support you. And now I'll hand over to BSS, Ole Iverberg, who will walk you through the platform in more detail. So over to you, Ole Iverberg. I'll just provide you with the control of the slides. Just 1 second. Here we go, Ole Iverberg.
Thank you, Amina. I'm Ole, working as head of BSS at Com4. As Amina said, we have many years of expertise and a global footprint. And as part of our ongoing commitment to innovation and service excellency, we have developed the Com4 Polaris connectivity management platform. So this is our platform for managing all your IoT connections in one place. You set it up once and you're ready to go wherever you want in the world. So the CMP provides comprehensive services, including a core connectivity management, usage reporting, workflow automation, and administrative account support. It's a simple, clear dashboard that gives you total control over all your network connections. After my session, Ronny will have a brief demo. Change here. Thank you. So that is the ideal setup, a single dashboard for everything. So managing large IoT deployments manually is complex. It's time consuming and it's resource heavy. You lack your lack of central visibility status results in reactive maintenance and extended downtime. And fragmented systems make it difficult to monitor usage and control the operational costs. So our platform streamlines these processes to reduce the stress you get, and also to lower expenses and ensure reliable device performance. So managing your devices better is the first step. The next is scale. By leveraging the Wireless Logic Group global infrastructure, we help you seamlessly scale your business anywhere in the world. All carriers are managed in one dashboard, eliminating the need for fragmented contracts. And this speeds up your international rollouts. Polaris, that's the name of the CMP, is built to support the latest standards, ensuring your devices stay connected as technology evolves. So with global traffic and security, as we have in the platform, when this is established, we can explore your daily device management. So we have a lot of dashboards where you can see what happens from where your devices are and how they are performing. We also have diagnostics from different views, from basic status checks to detailed logs. And this can help you identify the root cause of connectivity problems. So this platform is the one place for monitoring, managing your subscription, and keeping costs under control. We also made sure it's ready for future, supporting the newest types of SIM cards and technology. So the dashboard provides visibility. So let's talk about how to turn insights into action, especially how to get things done automatically. So automation is the secret to growing your business without needing to have a team just to keep up. So we have built ways to handle everything from starting a new service to pausing or ending one. Acting as an assistant, the system automatically mitigates risk by suspending unauthorized SIMs usage and providing real-time alerts to keep costs in check. So this cuts a lot of manual work. You can even let your own customers set up their own devices. This means you have more time for your team to focus on making more sales while the system handles the paperwork and reports back to you. So we have looked how automation can streamline your internal operations, but beyond saving time, there's also a massive commercial asset. So how can you leverage these capabilities to scale your business, drive new revenue, and offer a superior experience to your own customers? So we have an API, REST stateful, integrated, and this can be integrated directly to your backend, or and also then to your customers' systems. And this can be done to automate processes and workflows seamlessly. And this unlocks new revenue streams by transforming connectivity into a scalable value-added service. So we have today we have customers doing that, and they offer services and product to their own customers, so they can make money on this and drive business growth by automating billing, and routine administrative tasks is also possible in this platform. This empower the customers to have a self-service tool and to control of their own accounts and service plans. And this is also possible for your customers the same way for you. So now we have explored turning connectivity into a revenue engine. So let's summarize how this platform drives your team's efficiency, control, and success. So you have streamlined the full SIM lifecycle with automated management from provisioning to decommissioning. You can control costs through policy-driven automation that prevents overspending. And you also proactively ensure uptime using automated alerts and self-healing diagnostic. You maintain full visibility with real-time monitoring of every device. And this drives strategic decision using clear, actionable reporting. Yeah, so this was with that. This is how we covered how you can turn your connectivity into a powerful revenue engine. So I know we will have a demo by Ronnie. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ola Ivar. I'll hand now the word to Ronnie, and I'll provide you with the control. Just 1 second. So let me know if you... Do you have the control now of the screen, Ronnie?
Yeah, I do. But I'm not able to share the screen.
Okay, I'll just stop sharing here. Please go back.
I'm able now, so thank you.
Great.
Yeah, so just sharing the screen. Amina, please verify if you guys are able to see the shared screen.
No problem.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you, Amina, for the introduction at the beginning, and thank you, Ola, for giving me the word. My name is Ronnie Barua, and I work as a support engineer here at Com4, and he's one of the internal guys who works a lot in this portal that has been given a name Polaris. So first, I'm just going to navigate to the dashboards, shall we see. So for this instance, it's been created a portal demo account just to showcase you guys on how to use this portal. It's an overall insight, and I will showcase how you structurize SIM cards, how you can do some create some SIM rules, how you can do some patch operations, get some reporting done, and so on. Yeah. So the main view here is really the SIM cards tab. So what you first see here is the SIM grid, and the SIM grid is containing a lot of different columns and rows. So each row is one SIM card, and each column is the metadata for that SIM card. And as you can see, if I horizontally scroll to the right, there is a lot of information. We don't need to go into the details here, But when you have a lot of SIM cards, things can get really messy really quickly. So I'm just going to show you guys how you can structurize the SIM grid and possibly make it easy for you guys to handle the amount of SIM cards. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is the custom attribute field. And the custom attribute field is to create a column in the SIM grid that is fully customizable. And by doing that, you can then go to the custom attribute. I press the plus button. And for this demo purpose, I'm going to just give it a name. We can call it webinar the 17th. It doesn't really matter. Just a test and demo. And here we define what kind of data type. This is a string value, so I can just type whatever text I wanted and just give it a nice description. And the description can be Norway won the first World Cup game against Iraq, the first one in 28 years. So just paste that in there. So we are really proud today. Yeah, so that one is being created. Let me just go back. And it's also showable in the SIM grid. Now we just horizontally scroll to the right, and here we can see that the custom attribute has been created. Now I'm going to show you guys how to populate it on the SIM card level, and afterward I'm going to show you if you guys have, example, 10 SIM cards and you want to do it in a batch instead of doing it on an individual level. So then I just press the SIM card. For now, it's going to be that one. And then I navigate to custom attributes, press on this one, press on the left arrow, and then I press in the value that I want. And it can be your SIM name, it can be external number. Let's just say I have external number, starting with 1, 2, 3, 4. So for me, it's quite easy to find this SIM card later on. In an example, if we are struggling with, example, a SIM card or a device that's offline. So I just paste it in here and just add this one. And then easily we can find the SIM card that has the string value, the data type of #1234. And another feature I want to show you guys is the tag possibility. So as you can see here, we have a column that's called tags, and we have some purple tags assigned. What's really nice about this feature is that it's possible to filter on these tags. So as you can see above here, there has been 2 tags already created. And one is pool, and the one is SIM rule. As you can see, there are no SIM cards showing because the SIM rule tag has not been assigned to any SIM cards. But I think I will show you guys how to create a tag and then assign it to the specific SIM cards that you guys for this test. And then we just navigate to administration and localize the tags. Here I press the plus icon and give it the tag a name. Let's just write webinar. Oh, caption. Yeah, webinar. Today is the 17th of June, 06/6. And then we choose a nice color. Let's choose a color that has not been used before. Let's go with the dark blue. Sorry, there. Okay. And the scope, if I choose private, it's only visible for me. So I can create multiple tags that's only visible for me, or I can create a public one that's visible for all the users that has been created, that has access to this portal, Polaris portal. I press on the create, and you can see a new tag has been created. And just to confirm, you can also see it underneath here. So let me just do some random ones and assign them. Let's just do these ones. I want to assign these SIM cards to the recently created tag that's called webinar. Sorry, that was the wrong button. Let me just do this again. These ones. And then we go to the operation tab. Here is all of the things that you can do by, everything from changing the billing status example. I'm just going to show you guys, not going to do it, but set the billing status, or I can just simply retire them all, change price plans. These ones are the price plan we have available. We have a lot more, but for this instance and this example, I'm going to assign a tag, and then I press assign tag and select the one I just created. Confirm, and now we shall able to see that the blue tag has been assigned. And also, just to confirm, underneath the tag tab, you can see that the tag has been created. And also in the administration view tags, we can also see the SIM card that has been assigned to the tag that we just created. So yeah, so that was the tag. And now we're able to filter on the tag that we just created. So yeah. The next thing I want to show you guys is the SIM rule. So here there's a lot of different options that can be done, but for this instance, I will just showcase a SIM rule, and I want the SIM rule want it to be like this. For when a SIM card that is inserted into a device has come online, please send me a notification on email with the SIM ICC ID and the email, which is the ID of the device. So how can you do that? First, we go to the SIM cards tab, and then we go to navigate to the SIM grid. We then navigate to the left here on SIM rules. There's already been created a rule here before, and I can just explain this really quickly. This rule, what happens is when a data session is stopped, please send a notification. Yeah, so, but I want to do a test here, or a demo of the one I just talked about, which is I want a notification when a data session has been registered and established. So we select the rule type, and I want to have the first data session, and the rule name can be webinar demo, yeah, first data session. You can do that. Great. And then I'm going to activate it. And before I do something more here, I'm going to define an action. So basically, what's going to happen when first data session has been registered. So the action I want to have is, as I said, I want a notification that's been sent on email. Type, as I said, notification. And also, as you can see down here in the scroll down menu, you can also see we are able to request an API to one of your systems. But for this demo, I want a notification. Channel, email, the name of this data session, first session. It's a nice name. And of course, Norway, one first match in, well, they're welcome. Here, I just define my own email address, which is pretty simple, ronnie@com4.no. Here, the subject, I want first session for SIM. And then here, it will then populate this syntax with the SIM ICC ID, which is registered from this first SIM session. And we can do a nice message here. Let's copy this one. First data session for the SIM. And I also said I want the email of the device that the SIM card has registered a session with. And then I go to my helper. I can just copy this one. Just copy. Or we can just press it, insert. And here we have it. And then I can just for device with IMC. Sorry, this is email. It should be email, not MC. Email, yeah. Let me just have it. Yeah, email. Yeah, wrote it correctly. Yeah, no, MC, that's not correct. I want the email. Yeah, there we go. And then we create. Then I activated the action, and then I go back to the sim rule and go to the sim rule I created, and then I navigate to the action below here, and here I want to add the action. So type of action, notification, action. The action I created is the data session first session. Sequence once, action type, repetition type always, and I choose immediate on the actual schedule. Assign. And then I want to assign this rule for a specific SIM card. And what's really nice is that I can assign it to only a tag that has been created. And we did that already and assigned SIM card to that tag. And that tag is called webinar. As we see here, assign. Yeah. And now the only thing that we need to do is simulate a test. So shout out to Magnus at Com4. He has provided me with this device that I'm going to turn on at the moment. So I'm just turning on the device. It's going to register. It's going to take some seconds, which is completely normal. And as the behavior of this rule is that I want an email. So I'm just going to look at my email really quickly. And I just received an email here for the thing. Let me just provide you guys with the email without showing sensitive information. And here you can see that I just recently, 0 minutes ago, received an email showing the SIM ICC ID and the device ID, email number from the first session the data session was registered with. So that's just to show how a SIM rule can be done, and just to show a demo of a live rule that can be easily done and showcased to you guys. So yeah, so that was the sim rule. Then I'm gonna go back to the sim grid, which I said is the main place where I'm working, and I would guess other people are working too, and our customers. I'm gonna show you now the batch update. As I showed before, we're able to populate data for a specific column, and I was able to populate the webinar column with populate a specific SIM card with this data 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's easily for me to find. Now I have a case where I need to populate a lot of SIM cards, and I don't want to do this manually, which takes time. Perfect. We have an option to do a batch update. So let us choose the file. The file that can be chosen is a CSV file that I created in the terminal. I open this one, and here we can see that the file has been uploaded. And in the first column here, I need to specify what kind of data this column is representing. And this column is representing the ICC ID, save, and then here I'm going to select the recently created one, webinar 17th of June. And you can also see that it's possible to make batch updates of different types of services, like changing of price plans, changing the billing stages. Let's say that we are terminating 10 devices because they are old or for whatever reason. And then I can just choose billing status and then define in the column here that I want to retire. But for this demo, I want to change the custom attribute that I created, which is this one. And let me just copy some values here just to show them. And then I press import. And then we get a notification below here. And we go back to the SIM card grid. And we try to find the SIM cards. Let me just see here. Yeah, so it's for this one, I believe. Yeah, so that's a way to do the batch updates, which is really nice if you have 2 or more or only one and you want to do the batch updates either way. And the last thing I want to show in the sim grid is if you are experiencing any connectivity issues from this portal, you can see how the the data session is, and if there is any issues, it will be visible in this portal too. So there's a lot of data for the specific SIM card, like session info. Let me just, so session info, you can see this is connected to Telia. You can also see the usage trend today. Let me see. So this has no SIM, no data registered. So let me find a one that has data registered. Let me just see here. So here we can see data registered for today. So this is the device I have online at the moment. BC usage for this month. So all the usage within this month will be showable here. We have the customer attributes. Let me just skip forward to the diagnostics, which I talked about. If we have any connectivity issues, here we can see a general status. This SIM card is in testing. The last known activity is today. And the current roaming profile where the device is able to roam is in Norway 001. And if I want to have some advanced diagnostics here, I'm able to do that. And as you can see, I can see that the device has been able to connect and a data session has been established just after the network has been connected. So that was the SIM grid. I were not able to show everything. If I could be here for many hours if I want to show everything, but in what I'm trying to show is just a general perspective and general view of what can be done. And hopefully you guys are sitting with some structured way to structurize the SIM cards and to do some different operations. Now I'm going to navigate to the reports section here. Here we are able to run reports either daily or monthly. Example, we have this monthly consumption summary, which is going to showcase the monthly consumption of the previous month. And we are also able to send this report to the mail. So you can easily define the mail you want to. Let me just write Ronnie at Com4. And here, and the next month, the 7th of July, I will receive the monthly consumption summary of this report. And it's easily downloadable either in CSV or Excel. So I'm just going to download it here. And it's showable here. So open it up, zip it up, and it's open here. And you can see only for the previous month, we can see that the only data session that has been registered is only for one SIM card. And this is defined in kilobytes. We also have a user query, which is also quite nice. We can define, I can see the daily usage. Shall we see? You can just define this. So the daily usage for yesterday and today, I did some usage for these SIM cards, and you can see the total data usage. And if I wanna, I can download it into a CSV file. And the next thing I want to showcase you guys is the account. Here you are able to see what has been agreed with you with the key account manager and what kind of services that you have. Here we have the APN group, Com4, which is one of the default APNs, and some other APNs. Example, if you want a static IP address, you want a device that you can log into with a static IP, you are able to do that with this APN. Only if the SIM card is configured with this. The roaming profile that has been assigned, if you only using a roaming profile in Norway, you will have a different roaming profile. If you are using one in Europe, you will have another roaming profile. So you are able to make a difference here. SIM sale products. What kind of SIM cards you have here? We are able to provision SIM card, eSIM, and FWA. And for this account, we have other SIM sales products too. And here we are able to see the data packages. And you can see the price of that is 290 kroner NOK each month, each SIM. And yeah, and then we're gonna go to the invoices. And one thing I really enjoy about the Polaris is that we kind of get the feeling of everything is at one place. So I want to see the last issued invoice. Let me just see here to find the from February. Yeah, and here we will see the last issued invoice. And I want to download it. Download. Find it. Let me just, yeah. And then I open it. Here we can see the invoice of all the SIM card that's been built and the price and the total amount. Yeah, I don't need to go into details here, but just to showcase you guys that everything is everything is easily accessible within Polaris. And the last thing I want to showcase you guys is the administration tab. We are able to provide you guys with the possibility to administrate users, and I can just showcase you how to do it. I'm not going to fill out the information here, but one thing I want to show you guys is the context access. Sorry, let me just show you guys. Context access. Cannot. Yeah, so these are the rights that you guys can provide internally. If one of the, let's say you have a super user or a user that's doing the administration of all the users, you are able to create new user within the company, and you can then create another user with the same rights as you if you have an admin right. And you can also create a read-only if you don't want that user to not be able to do any changes, but be able to read it. And you have the option to make it read write, which says that you are able to read and you are able to write. And what I mean by write, I mean doing changes. Yeah, Amina, I think that was done for me.
Thank you very much, Ronnie. That was fantastic. I learned so much, during this session. And I just discovered myself that we have so many great capabilities and features in the portal. So now we will open up for the Q&A. So I just check whether we got any questions. Yes, we have a question to both Ronnie and Ola Ivar. Can we see which technology the device is using? LTM, LTE, and IoT, 5G, etc. This is by Jahid Masood.
Yeah, so I can answer this, Jahid. The question is yes. We're in the column. It's defined a RAT column, which is a technology the device is using. For the demo purpose, you were only able to see LTE, which is what the device is set to be using. But if I were to choose example IoT, it will be showable in the portal.
That's great. We have more questions. Another question by Jahid, and he's asking whether we can assign a pack of new SIMs or eSIMs to a new subscription in Polaris.
Yeah, I can also answer this one. You're able to request new SIM card and eSIM if that's your business need. But the provisioning of SIM cards is usually something that we do at Com4, and then we provide if it's eSIM, we provide the QR code for the activation or LPA code. And if it's the physical ones, we are sending it to you. But once provisioned to your account, you are in charge of doing whatever you want to do.
We have a question by Ola Nilsson. Is it possible to customize the SIM grid overview?
Yeah, I can also answer that one. It's possible to customize the SIM grid, and also we have the options to not show specific columns. The custom attributes at the moment is not customizable in the terms of it's stuck on the right side of the SIM grid. but it's something that we are currently working with, and we want it to be fully customizable.
And a question from Johan Lour. Do you integrate with EIM for SGP32?
Yeah, I can answer that. We have an ongoing project now. So this is something that is in the pipeline, is to be delivered now in a few, maybe next month. But this is an ongoing project.
And a new question by Ola Nilsson. Is it possible to get a close location of the SIM?
Yeah, I can answer that also. Was it the location of the SIM?
Yes.
Yeah. We have the possibility to do that today. We have the coordinates, but we have also an upcoming feature now for that you can see it in the map. So this is upcoming now before summer vacation.
Great, thank you, Ola Ivar. And now we have a question by Nan Kishore asking, I'm from a university. I'm interested in establishing home automation system as lab prototype for R&D purpose. Will it be possible to set these?
Yeah, I think for you, Nand, it's best that you request a test kit, and then we will proceed with that. Yeah, so go to our webpage and request a test kit and fill out the necessary information, and then it will be sent to us. Yeah.
We have a question by Carl Fredrik Nass asking, is it possible to change the automatic logout session time? We get automatically kicked out of a session a bit too quickly.
Yeah, this is something we also have asked about. Now we have this agree on this common time for the session to end. But I take your input and I will take it back to then we can have an internal discussion at our side, because we have tried to have it longer, but for now we have decided to have this for 1 hour. I think, is that right, Ronnie?
Yeah, that's correct. 1 hour.
Yeah, but I take your feedback and we will look at it again.
Yes, we have a question again from Ola Nilsson. Is there the same possibilities to assign SIM to customer as to give tags for batches imported CSV files?
I wanted to get back to you on that, but if you're using the customer functionality, you will need per now you will need to mark the SIM cards and then assign it by doing the operation. But I will note your question down, Ule, and I will provide an answer more in detail if it's possible to do that with a batch. I will see. I understand that that will be quite nice to do.
Another question from Zahid. Is Polaris CMP hosted in a private cloud or public cloud within Norway or outside? What CMP does wireless logic use in other countries? Polaris as well.
The Polaris CMP is hosted in a private cloud in Norway. What CMP does using. So what CMP does wireless use in other countries. So this is for the Norwegian CMP, and wireless logic have many opcos with different CMPs. So they are hosted in different places located in Europe mostly.
Yes, another question from Johan Lour. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Is it possible to do provide state management's operations, enable, disable, delete remotely?
I'm not sure if I can answer that, and maybe I'll get back to you. If Ronnie, do you know?
I'm a bit unsure of what you define as enable, disable, delete. Do you mean the billing state of a SIM card, or yeah? So please just if you have the possibility to clear our following now.
Yes, and a last question here. I see that Jahid is asking, how do you support services in countries where permanent roaming is not allowed?
Yeah. So we have the possibility to set up rules with restrictions, but I'm not sure. I think we have to come back to you on this one. So if we can answer you up in an email.
Yes, I think we need to talk to
better answer.
Yeah, we need to talk to our engineers working with the network and the roaming services.
Yeah.
Yes, so Johan is just following up on his question and asking, sorry if not clear, PSMO is about manipulating remotely the eSIM profile installed on the device.
Yeah, I think I will get back to you on that one, Johan. So yeah, Amina will provide me with your email address, and then I will provide you with an answer with that one. Thank you.
We have another question by Johan Bud. I hope also I pronounce your name, Johan, the right way. How do we define APN aliases? How to define APN aliases? Do you have an idea, Ronnie or Ola Ivar? Or maybe
So within Com4 we have a separate department who are experts on the APN and VPNs. I just to clarify, it's a bit above my scope. So Johan, if you could please clarify and what you mean by define, we will get back to you about that one. But in general, the creation of APN is usually done within our department, and especially with APN VPN team.
Yes. We have another question by Jahid asking about if you're roaming in Telia network in Norway, does the same SIM need to be provisioned both in Telia-owned BSS and Com4 CMP or in only one of them?
I'm just going to read the question again. Sorry.
If the SIM is roaming in Telia network in Norway, does the same SIM need to be provisioned both in Telia-owned BSS or only in Com4 CMP or in only one of them?
So it's only in Com4. We have our own core, so it's not provisioned in own Telia BSS. Yeah, so that's the right answer. And I just got a follow-up for the APN aliases. So the answer is that we are able to define aliases, and Com4 will do that, and we will assign it to the customer SIM cards.
Yes, I think that was it for today. Thank you very much for your engagement in this session. And we hope that today's session has given you a clear picture of what Com4 and the Polaris CMP can do for your business. So if you'd like to learn more, request a demo, like a more deep dive with Ronnie or Ola Ivar. Simply have a conversation about how we can help you with your connectivity needs. So please don't hesitate to reach out. We will make the recording of the webinar and the slides available in a while. Thank you very much for your time today. Thank you, Ronnie and Ola Ivar, for your efforts and for your engagement today. And we will look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.